Good evening. It is time for today's tax talk. I'm your host. I'm attorney Stephen Leahy. It is Monday, January 17th, the year of our Lord 2022. And the IRS has come out with a new, they opened up their new free filing program. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to tell you about it today here on today's tax talk. Won't you join us? Okay, so every year the IRS has a partnership with some companies that provide free tax preparation software to people under certain conditions, and we're going to talk about that. There's a big, I think they make this available. They should tell more people about it because it's very, I think it's very popular. Free is always popular. Now, before we get going, let me ask you to like and subscribe. At the beginning here, we're going to ask you to like and subscribe. Remember, tax news is really all the news you need, because it's really all the core of every news story is about, the money that they get and what are they going to do with it. That's all about taxes. So I'm going to ask you to put that forth and like and subscribe now and help us get the word out. So thanks so much for that. And again, it's the free 2022 tax preparation. And every year the IRS puts this out. It opened on the 14th, so what was that, Friday? And it's now available through the tax season. And there's some stories about it, and I'll show you where to go, and we'll talk all about it. So let's do that now. This is from Accounting Today. IRS opens free file program for 2022. The Internal Revenue Service made its free file program available on Friday, allowing taxpayers who earn less than $73,000, every year it seems to creep up higher, in adjusted gross income to start preparing and filing their tax returns for free. Tax season officially launches on January 24th, so the tax prep software vendors who are participating in a program will be holding the returns they receive until the date. Both Intuit and H&R Block have decided not to participate in the program this year after coming under fire for steering customers toward paid tax software products. The companies still participating in the program this year include, and then they list some, and we'll go through it. I'll show it to you. The program gives people an early opportunity to file their taxes and claim their 2021 recovery rebate credit, the enhanced child tax credit, the earned income tax credit, and other important credits. Taxpayers can use Free File to claim the remaining amount of their child tax credit and claim any advance payments of the child tax credit that they did not receive in 2021. The online products are available for free as part of a 20-year, and I looked all over for that date, for a 20-year partnership with the Internal Revenue Service. This year, there are 8 products available in English and 2 in Spanish. IRS Free File is available to any person or family who earned $73,000 or less in 2021. Free File fillable forms, the electronic version of IRS paper forms, will be available on January 24th. Free File fillable forms is available for use by everyone, regardless of their income level, but should be used only by people who are comfortable preparing their own tax returns. It's the same with this software, right? The software does. And believe this or not, but I've had people tell me they bought the software and then they couldn't do the tax returns because they thought it would do it for them. It doesn't do it for you. All you have to do is, it does ask you questions, and then you have to input the data. Now, many people don't have a lot of data. What's on the W-2? How much money did you make? What you pay in taxes? How many people do you have living in the home? Pretty simple questions like that it can help you with. But again, it just answers the question, and you have to input the data. It's not there for you. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out because I have had people ask me about that. The free file is part of a wide selection of services available on IRS.gov to help people file taxes during this challenging period, said the IRS commissioner. IRS Free File offers taxpayers an easy, free way to do their taxes from the safety of their own home. Free File also, it's kind of what electronic filing is, isn't it? Free File also provides electronic filing with direct deposit, which is the best way to avoid delays and receive refunds quickly and securely. Other important information can be found on IRS.gov. Again, I think I mentioned this before. There's a lot of information on IRS.gov. So much that it makes it very cumbersome because there's so much information that it's hard to get through it all and to find what you're looking for. But it is there, and a lot of it is not up to date, and so you have to kind of go through the older pages also because that's what they pop up, and they don't really weed out some of the older stuff. So, for instance, we were talking about this $600 Cash App, and if you go there, it's very difficult to find the new rule, which is $600 or more, instead of the old rule, which was for K, which is 1099Ks. Which was $20,000 and 200 transactions, and now it's just $600. So some of the, if you looked it up, some of it would have it, the new rule, some of it wouldn't. So you have to kind of go through it and make sure you have the up to date version of whatever they're putting out there. Okay, so this is just another story about it, but I thought it was good because it said. Below, we can explain what you need to know about IRS Free File, which opened on January 14th. Each IRS tax filing provider sets its own eligibility. These rules are generally based on age, income, and state residency. Now, a lot of these, some will provide state tax returns, but most do not. And I think they have different rules, income rules, for state or federal. So many of these will not provide a state income tax for a return. So you'll have to pay to get that done or do it yourself using the IRS version. But just be aware of that because if you go there and you look at, because if you have a state income tax, you have to file both of them. And again, it will only file one of them, probably charge you for the other. Yet some providers are also free. See, some providers also offer free state income tax return preparation. However, if you earn more than $73,000 a year, you can choose to use the IRS Free File. This tool is available regardless of income. The form, that's that form that we were talking about. However, keep in mind this tool should only be used by people who are comfortable preparing their own taxes. How it works. To use the IRS filing tool, the first thing you need to do is go to irs.gov/freefile. That is there. I've got another one. It's tinyurl.com/T3 free file. T3 free file. I think let's follow this. Let's see where it takes us. See, because this does, the one I'm giving you, this gives you a lot of other information and a lot of things that you're really not looking for. Choose an IRS Free File, fillable forms. What is Free File? And so there's lots of information here. Very much. But if you want to just cut to the chase, let me put it in. Let's find out. Let's put it in. I did tinyurl.com/T3 for today's tax talk, and then Free File. That should take me there, unless I misspelled it. I might have misspelled it. Did I misspell it? I did. Okay, so I misspelled it. Let's try it again. tinyurl.com/T3 free file. That should take me. There it goes. See, now this is where, so it takes me here. And then these are the companies. The 8 companies here are listed with all of their offers right here. So that's, you can cut to the chase if you do that. tinyurl.com/T3 free file. T3, today's tax talk, T3 tax free file. Okay, so that's what that is. Okay, so very good. What I want to point out, though, that I think they mentioned that in the story here, that TurboTax is not participating. They still have their own free version, but again, they're trying to sell you something, because that's what companies do. They try to sell you something, and so let's see if we could. This is their commercial. I don't think they'll mind if I show you one of their commercials, because here it is: free. So anyway, everything's free. Or is it free? I don't know. That's something you'll have to decide for yourself. Again, they're always trying to sell you something. They have, and that makes sense, again, because they're a company trying to make a living, right? So anyway, that's what's out there today. Go to tinyurl.com/T3 free file, and take you to these things, to the list of the 8 companies that are providing free tax services for people who make $73,000 or less. It's a pretty good deal. So again, remember now I'm kind of a short one here today, because I just wanted to show you this service that's being offered by the IRS. Again, it's a partnership with the IRS, so I wouldn't trust the IRS to do my tax returns, but these companies, again, they're providing this service. It's if I'm making less than 73,000, and I don't have a lot of deductions or other things, then it's not a really difficult matter. And I think these free services are fine. So again, now remember, I'm going to ask you once again to like and subscribe, to our page. Remember, if you're fighting the IRS, which we help people do every day, where do you start? Here's where you start. You start with getting a copy of my book, Deal with Your IRS Problem Today. Go to freeirsbook.com, freeirsbook.com. Get yourself a copy of my book. I appreciate you being here today. Tomorrow now is Crypto Tuesday. We talk about cryptocurrency, blockchain, all NFTs, all this other stuff that has to do with blockchain and cryptocurrency. So join us tomorrow for this discussion. And until then, thanks so much for being here today, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.